The moment you win the election, your life as a private citizen effectively ceases to exist. You are no longer just a person. You are a living, breathing institution of the United States government. It starts with the transition. You have exactly 75 days between the Tuesday in November and the 20th of January. This is the most dangerous period for any incoming president. You are handed the president's daily brief, a highly classified document containing the world's most sensitive intelligence. Suddenly, you know about secret drone strikes, compromised foreign assets, and threats you didn't even know existed a week ago. You are moved into a secure facility, your phone is taken, your computer is replaced by a military-grade air-gapped device that can't reach the public internet. Every single email, text, or call you make is archived by the National Archives and Records Administration. You no longer have the luxury of an off-the-record conversation. Then comes the move. You head to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. It's an 18-acre estate, but you don't live in the whole thing. You get the second floor of the White House residence. You'll have a butler, a personal chef, and a floral arranger. But you can't open a window. You can't drive your own car. You can't even walk across the street for a coffee. For the next 4 years, you are inside a security bubble that never deflates. You are followed by a military aide carrying the nuclear football. This isn't a red button in a briefcase. It's a series of cryptographic codes and a menu of retaliatory nuclear strike options. You are the only person on Earth who can authorize a nuclear launch, and you are never more than a few feet away from the person who carries the authority to help you do it. Your day starts at 6 or 7 in the morning. You read the intelligence report, then move to the Oval Office. The pace is grueling. You aren't just reading memos, you are making high-stakes decisions that affect 330 million people. You deal with the inbox. This is the stuff that no one else in the bureaucracy can solve. If it reaches the president's desk, it means someone else failed, or the consequences are too great for anyone else to risk. You have a staff of about 400 people in the White House, but thousands more in the executive office of the president. You are balancing the demands of Congress, the Supreme Court, and the media. You have to sign or veto every piece of legislation that reaches your desk. If Congress passes a budget, you decide if it's worth a government shutdown. If a disaster happens, a hurricane in Florida, a wildfire in California, a terrorist attack in a foreign land, you are the one everyone looks to for an immediate, coherent response. Then there is the physical toll. Look at photos of presidents from their first day to their last day. Barack Obama went gray in his first term. Abraham Lincoln aged decades in 4 years. The stress isn't just emotional, it's biological. You are aging faster than your peers because you are operating in a state of perpetual fight or flight. You have to manage the cabinet. These are the heads of the 15 executive departments, like Defense, State, and Treasury. You can hire them, but you can't easily fire them without creating a political firestorm. You have to navigate the entrenched bureaucracy of the deep state, the career civil servants who know more about the internal mechanics of the government than you ever will. They have been there for 30 years, and they will be there long after you've left. Politics is the filter for everything. You want to pass a bill? You need 600 votes in Congress. You want to appoint a judge? You need the Senate Judiciary Committee. You are constantly trading favors, making compromises, and dealing with leaks. If a policy goes wrong, it's on you. If the economy crashes, it's on you. If a war drags on, it's on you. The weight of the office is immense. You are the commander-in-chief of the largest military in the history of the world. You have an army of over 1 million active duty personnel. You have the power to deploy them, authorize surveillance on foreign entities, and sign executive orders that can reshape environmental policy or immigration law overnight. But for every action, there is an equal and opposite political reaction. You spend your weekends, if you're lucky, at Camp David. It's a naval support facility in the Catoctin Mountains. It's the only place you can really go, yet you are still surrounded by Marines and Secret Service agents. You never truly get a day off. You are the commander-in-chief while you sleep, while you eat, and while you vacation. Then there is the legacy. Everything you do is recorded. Historians are already writing your epitaph. You are aware that your name will be in every school textbook for the next century. This awareness distorts your decision making. Are you doing this because it's the right thing or because it looks good in a presidential library? The transition out is just as sudden as the transition in. On Inauguration Day, you are the most powerful person on earth at noon. At 12:01, you are a private citizen again. The staff clears out, your security detail remains, but the nuclear football is handed to the person who just took the oath. You walk out of the White House, and within 24 hours, the portrait on the wall changes. You spent years fighting for a job that consumes your entire identity, strips you of your privacy, and ages your body prematurely. You controlled the levers of global power, yet you often found yourself trapped by the same laws and political systems you swore to uphold. So, what happens when you become president? You find out that power is not the ability to do whatever you want. Power is the ability to choose which problems you are willing to lose sleep over. You realize that the presidency isn't a throne, it's a leash. You become the servant of a system that is far larger, far older, and far more stubborn than you could ever be. You end the term with less freedom than you started with, yet you leave behind a history that you no longer have any control over. You start as a person, you become a monument, and then you simply fade back into the background, leaving the rest of us to deal with the world you've left behind. The question is, after seeing the cost, why would anyone ever want the job?